I stood barefoot on the ashes of my own home. Firefighters were still battling the last tongues of flame, while Karen stood across the street smirking. She had no idea who she had just crossed. She didn't know I had the power and the proof to bring her entire world crashing down. That was her last mistake. 3 months ago, I moved into this quiet suburban neighborhood. Half an acre, old oak tree by the porch, peace and quiet, just what I needed to get away from the chaos of the city. To the neighbors, I was just another newcomer. A quiet man with a black SUV, dark suits, and no interest in barbecues or bake sales. That's how I liked it. On the third day, they came knocking. 3 of them, clipboard smiles that didn't reach their eyes. And at the front, of course, was Karen Mitchell.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Here's your HOA membership packet. You'll need to sign and return it by the end of the week. It's technically optional, but we all do our part here.
I'm not interested. This property isn't under HOA jurisdiction. I checked before I bought.
Oh, that's a misunderstanding. Everyone joins. It's tradition.
I closed the door in her face. That was the start of it. At first it was petty. Bogus fines for unapproved paint color. Anonymous complaints to the zoning board. Mysteriously flattened tires. My mailbox disappeared. I installed security cameras on the 3rd day. Hidden, quiet. A week later, the footage caught 4 kids in hoodies destroying my fence. One of them pointed toward Karen's yard and laughed. I didn't go to the police, not yet. But on the night of the 3rd of June, I woke up to the smell of smoke. By the time I made it outside, the fire had already breached the roof. It spread fast, too fast. The firefighters arrived in under 10 minutes, but it was too late. My house was gone. Karen stood across the street. Her eyes were wide, but her mouth curled into something that looked almost like satisfaction. When the last fire truck pulled away, I was left alone in the ruins. I opened my car. It had survived. Inside, in a fireproof case, was a backup drive. I plugged it into my laptop. And there it was, the final clip. At 2:47 a.m., a figure in a pink jacket walked onto my porch. She poured liquid along the front steps, lit a match. Flames exploded instantly. She didn't even try to hide her face. That was all I needed. I didn't call the local cops. I called Washington. My name is Joshua Hunter. I'm a federal judge, appointed 8 years ago to the Eastern District Court. I wear the black robe that decides the fate of people who think they're untouchable. People just like Karen. She was arrested the next morning. The warrant, signed with my help. The U.S. attorney took personal interest, but it didn't stop with her. The entire HOA board was swept up. The charges? Arson, criminal conspiracy, harassment, interference with property rights, municipal fraud. You see, Karen wasn't just the president of the HOA. She ran it like a cult. For years, they had been extorting residents into signing fake contracts, collecting fees for services that never existed, and retaliating against anyone who refused. I had the records, the financials, the whistleblower statements, even screenshots of HOA board members laughing in a group chat about scaring the new guy out. And now, they were sitting in a courtroom. My courtroom. Well, not as the judge this time. I was the prosecution's star witness. Karen tried to keep her cool at first.
He's targeting us. He's insane.
You burned down his house, Miss Mitchell. And here's the footage from a DOS-certified surveillance system. Funny enough, Judge Hunter helped approve that exact model for federal property use. You torched a federal judge's home.
The jury didn't take long. Karen, 12 years in federal prison. Her vice president, 8 years. The treasurer, 6 years and a $50,000 fine. The rest of the board, suspended sentences and lifetime bans from any form of civic administration.